That's why you will hear us talk about the nervous system a lot, because it is the master system of the body. It's what allows you to live. And so this balance is very important. And people are so out of balance nowadays that they're in the sympathetic dominant side of the deal, and they're just breaking down. They're burning their candles at both ends, and you can't do that for very long without health problems coming up and your body breaking down. Plain and simple. That's the honest truth. So let's get this thing back in balance so that your immune system function probably better, more now than ever with everything that's going on. Your digestion works, your circulatory system, your heart works, your lung, every function of your body elevates, and you can be your best self. I use another analogy on this is how important the nervous system is. If you think about it, there's 4 essentials of health. You can live about 40 days without food, give or take. You can live about 4 days without water. You can live about 4 minutes without air, give or take. But remember the days of the guillotine. Once that blade came down and severed this, life was over instantly. That's how important the nervous system is. That's why we direct our attention to the nervous system first. Get your nervous system functioning properly, then add proper breathing techniques, water, food, exercise, sunlight. See what I'm saying? But it's the nervous system that is the key to all this. And that's what's unique to chiropractic. That's why chiropractic is the healthcare of the future. It is the healthcare of now. People need it more than ever. Doc, what do I need to do to stay away from for my body to heal? We talked about it, stresses, plain and simple. More stresses you get out of your life, the better off you're going to be. So whether it's physical stress, emotional stress, chemical stress, try and remove as much as possible. But just remember that these stresses aren't going away. There's stresses in our life that they're just going to be there. So how are you going to handle it? How are you going to keep your body from breakdown due to these stresses? How are you going to survive, not only survive, but thrive through these stressful times, through this time of Earth's history? Well, chiropractic is one thing that you can do. It's a very important thing. And I'm glad you started chiropractic care, because you're going to get to see what this has to offer for you, your spouse, your family, your kids. It's a family affair, and we're going to talk about that here in a minute. Exercise, Doc. I'm usually used to exercising, and can I continue? Here's my idea on that. If you've been exercising and you're used to going to the gym and you're used to cardio and you're used to having a routine of that, continue to doing that with one caveat, as long as it doesn't cause major pain. Now there's a difference between pain and discomfort. If it just causes minor discomfort, go ahead and work through it. But if it causes pain and it's just like something's telling you, just stop. Don't work through it. Don't push through it, because when you push through it, you're causing injury. And we don't need to add insult to this injury that you had. We don't need to add insult to your body trying to get well through this process that you're going through. So there's a difference between pain and discomfort. If it's just discomfort, go ahead and exercise. Go ahead and stay active. I'd rather see you mobile than being sedentary. Plain and simple, all right? It's just that easy. What does the vibrational platform and weights do? A lot of times people ask, hey, what's that stuff you're doing back there? Why are you having me stand on that platform for? Why are you putting that weight on my right shoulder? Well, first of all, the vibrational platform and weights is to help get good proprioception or good feedback to the brain. When we have you stand on a platform that vibrates, your body has to right itself. It has to keep its balance. When that happens, all the small muscles around the spine are activated. The muscles in your body are activated. That stimulates the brain to send out proper messages to your body. And that whole thing strengthens your core, strengthens the small muscles around the spine. It helps us make postural changes in a more efficient and quick manner. Because here again, it's all about getting you results as quick as possible. So the adjustment is first. That's the most important. And then we put you on there to help build your core, help stabilize muscles and ligaments. And one thing that's really important about this is that 6 minutes on this vibrational platform is like 20 minutes of cardio. See, so you get cardio while you're here also. So there's a lot of benefits to it. Muscle tone increases, boost your immune system through it, reduce stress, blood pressure issues, are influenced. Fat burn is influenced. All these different things have been documented through scientific tests and anecdotal tests and procedures that shows that vibrational platform and weighting is very, very instrumental in helping us get you the results that you want. So that's why we use it in our office. All right. Now, so you will be part of that. If I deem it's necessary to do that, you will be on that. Some people do, some people don't. So it's all depends on your unique issues. And I will let you know when you need to do that. Now, people always come up with this one and they say, boy, we see a lot of kids in your office. We see a lot of families getting adjusted. Why on earth would I bring my child in to get adjusted? Well, first of all, our kids are under more stress now than ever. Just the way it is. Whether it was a stressful pregnancy, the mother was stressed out, whether it was a stressful birth. Dr. Gutman, MD, found that 80% of the kids being born today are injured at the upper part of the neck. Whether that's a vaginal birth or C-section. A lot of people think that C-sections are this gentle way of getting a baby out of the mother's womb. It is not. It has been shown that it's very traumatic, and it takes about 60 to 90 pounds of pressure or pull to get a baby out. And if you want perspective on that, those building blocks that they make a foundation on a house, those cinder blocks, cement blocks, take about 3 of those times to an infant's feet and lift them out by the head. That's somewhere around 70 to 90 pounds, depending on the blocks. That's a lot of torque. None of you would do that to your child, but that's what's being done when we have a C-section, right? And then vaginal births can be traumatic. And then our kids learning to walk, they fall about 2,400 times, and usually they land right on their butt, causing micro trauma to the spine. So there's a lot of things, and they grow up, they fall, they run, they fall off of bikes, all these different things cause trauma. But because they jump up, might cry a little bit, then they move on, we think they're okay. But these accumulated stresses affect our kids. It affects their nervous system that we just talked about. So it's leading to a lot of autism, ear infections, ADHD, digestive problems, bedwetting, a lot of these things. And we've seen many of these things show up in our office and correct once we get their nervous system function properly, getting those stresses off their system and allowing their bodies to develop the way they're supposed to develop so that they don't develop the same type of problems you have. Make sense? It's cool. I love checking kids. I love seeing them. They just love chiropractic because it's just natural. It makes them feel better too. It allows them to function better. And it's just an all-around good thing. After I get my problem corrected, is there anything that I can do to maintain it? Well, remember when we talked on our very first visit, we talked about there's a difference between getting your symptoms under control and getting you stable and getting this thing resolved so it doesn't come back on you. So there is symptomatic care, which is a different time frame. And then once you get it corrected, once you get it resolved, once you get it stable, are you going to just let the stresses of our life that we just talked about, beat you back down and break you down where now you got to start over? Is that what you want? That's possible. That's there. It's available, but I wouldn't recommend it. What I found over the last 35 years is people that go through restoration care and then do something ongoing to reduce the effects of these stresses in their life can maintain their health at an optimal level and can live healthier lives with just a little bit of maintenance, a little bit of wellness. If you don't take care of your house, what happens? It breaks down. If you don't maintain your car properly, what happens? It breaks down. Same way, if you don't take care of your body, it breaks down. So wellness care is very important. The good news is you don't have to think about it right now, what you're going to do, but ongoing, we're going to be talking about that. You can do whatever you want. It's always about your goals. But I would highly recommend once you get through restoration and getting stable again, getting your life back, don't lose it again. Do something to promote that good health all the way through health. Not just next month, a year from now, but 5 years now, 10 years from now. And it works because this is how I lead my life. I'm 59 years old. I'm still going strong. I do what I'm showing you. All right. I live my life the way I'm showing you. My wife lives her life that way. My daughter, 24 years old, I can count on one hand how many times she's been sick in 24 years. It works. And I want to help you have the healthiest life possible. And this is how we do it.